Guys, good afternoon. Saturday, January 4th. It is 1:03 p.m. and I'm about to wash some dishes and get this fish prepared. I'm gonna clean my stove off too. I letting the water get hot. And I actually should have been gotten up and did the dishes at least, and marinated the fish. Sorry guys, I know marinated the fish, but I just kind of just been laying back, and tired, but not really able to go to sleep because I'm waiting to see what time the bill gets off, to make sure we can make sure that he gets picked up. You know, it's just a lot. As always, y'all. Nothing new, nothing different. Same situation and story, just different day. You know? But I hope you guys Saturday is going well. Hope you all are doing well. I pray for everyone. But while I was sitting and just pretty much just watching these YouTube videos of, you know, people's door cameras, video cameras, security cameras, things like that, I was watching YouTube videos about situations and people and whatnot that are caught on the cameras, and a lot of them were people stealing the UPS and Amazon packages. You had Amazon workers doing things. You had people pretending to be Amazon workers and stealing packages. They were showing how you would have people 2 and 3 and 1 o'clock in the morning be tweaking off drugs or whatever, or drunk, be at the door looking all in the cameras and trying to get in people's homes, turning the knobs, and some people, because their doors are unlocked, these people are walking in these other people's homes. They showed where the police, they was trying to, you know, go into this apartment, so they was pretending to be DoorDash. And I'm like, you know what? If I didn't order nothing, what am I open the door for? No. It's some DoorDash at the door. Sorry, wrong house. That's it. That's all. You know, what am I open the door for? You know you didn't order nothing. But then they showed where one lady was out of town, and she was getting a notification that someone was in her home. And the police were there, and the police went in the home, and they were like, put your hands out there, all this stuff. And they contacted her, I guess, by the camera, the doorbell. They rang it, and then she was talking to them through the camera. You know, she could see them and everything. And he was like, ma'am, do you recognize these guys? And she was either one of these guys. She was like, no, neither one of them. And she was like, were they in my home? And he was like, yeah. He said, can you come? She was like, no, I'm away. He said, but I can send a message to my stepdad and my brother and have them come over. He said, yeah, because we need some papers signed, and we need you to secure, we need to get the home secure before we leave. And so he had one of the suspects. Both of them were in handcuffs. He had one with him, and then the lady cop had the other one. She was putting in the back of the vehicle, and I guess she turned away for a moment, and the boy took over running, and she started chasing him. They both was trying to. He couldn't really chase because he had the other, boy. He you don't want that one to get away too. Which I don't see how far the boy can go with handcuffs on, So it was the craziest thing. It's all on camera. They show where the police did a home invasion on the wrong home. It was one where the police was at the door and they banging and knocking at this lady's door. It was 2 cops. and they banging and knocking at her door, and she comes to the door eventually, or someone else, and I don't think they were home at the time or something, because the recording from the camera was like, "Hi, we're not home right now. If you'd like to leave a message, do so now." That type of thing. So anyway, they must have came home, went in the back way, I don't know, but or was there all the time, but was unable to open the door at the time, because maybe they was like, "Well, who's this at my door?" Talking about police. But anyway, they came out, and the cops was talking about, who else is in the home with you? And she was like, "Nobody." And he was like, "Well, we have on camera this car. There's a lady missing, and we see on camera this car at KFC picked up this lady or dropped her off or something," he said. And she was like, "This car?" She was like, "No, not my car." And he was like, "Yes, your car." She said, "No, not my car." She said, "You know how many cars like this? How many cars out there like this?" She said, "Show me the video with my plate." And he couldn't show her. She said, "Okay then." She said, "You come back when you can prove to me that this was my car. Otherwise," she said, "y'all out here beating and knocking on my door." She said, "I know my rights." And da-da-da-da. She said, "Get the hell up out of here." And da-da-da-da. I mean, she went off on those cops. They left. They was like, they left. She was like, "You come back when you can show me proof. Show me a license plate of my car." You know what I'm saying? You don't just stop, at the first house you see banging on people's doors, asking all kind of questions and this, that, and the other, because there's a car that looked like the car that you looking for. She went off. She sent them off. They left. They left. She was like, "No." She's like, "I had a hard day at work. I've been up. I don't feel well, and y'all banging at my door and da-da-da-da-da-da." Them suckers turned around and left. But yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. We gotta keep these doors locked. Matter of fact, as I was watching the video, I got up to make sure my door was locked, because sometimes they make a mistake and leave it unlocked. And I be telling them, you just never know, right? Just like these people, you in your home. They showed where these two Mexican guys was on the side of somebody's house trying to open it. They was opening the window. Just so happened that people were home, and they started to run off. And the guy looked out the window. He said, "Hey." One ran on the other side of the building, and another one kept running. He said, "Hey, what are y'all doing? Why are you opening my window? Why are you trying to get in my house?" And the guy was like, huh? Walking to him. He said, "Why are you trying to get in my house? What are you doing? Why are you trying to get in my window?" He was going off. I was like, man. They was, walking around pretending, like, no. And man was like, "I see you. What, One guy tried to say he was a plumber or something. Was trying to come into this complex building, and when the older guy opened the door, he had a flashlight. He had something that scared the boy. The boy was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "No, I just, sir. And man was like, "What do you want here? Why are you here? What are you doing around here? Get out." I was like, wow. Then you had some young guys come to somebody's door, and they had guns. You had these Spanish boys go to this house talking about they was from the gas company and needed to read the meter. It was 3 of them. They had on hoodies and their face covered. How you trying to read somebody's meter? Ain't nobody crazy. So the 2 girls come out, and this guy, they was like, "Show me proof." And they ran back in the house because the boys came back. Proof. They came back with a gun. "I'll show you proof." I was like, oh my God. Like, whew. This was just so interesting. This is stuff that people were catching on their, security cameras and stuff. One little white girl, she couldn't have been no more than maybe 10 years old, 14 years old, and she ringing on people's door telling me, "Can you drive me to my friend's house?" And man was like, "Go home, get off my porch." I was like, oh my God. One lady was at the door to the church. She was on crack, and she was out there spazzing out, moving all crazy, telling me, "Please, can you give me some water? You have some water I can have, some juice." I was like, whoa, Jesus. It can be really scary. you know. And to see them, they'll show some of them be looking all in the camera. Their eyes be all kind of weird looking because of the camera, and it just looks so spooky and crazy. One guy was at the door, and you could tell he was tweaking off or something. One guy was at the door. He kept doing stuff like that. Another guy was at the door, and he kept trying to open the doors, come into these people's house. A couple of guys was able to walk into people's homes because the doors was unlocked. They'll forgot to lock the door or whatever, and they just walk right on in. Like, oh my God. And then you see someone walk in and run out because there's a dog. And there was a couple of people who legit had the wrong address. Because they went to open the door, you know, whoever they was going, they knew they were being the person's house that they were going to were expecting them, and obviously told them the door is open. So they went and they turned the knob, and as they was going in, the girl was like, oh wait, this ain't the right house. They have a dog. And he was like, that's the wrong house. So that was a legit mistake. And I know stuff like that happens. But because of so much going on in the world, you got to be sure, because somebody will think you coming in and you honestly just got the wrong house and you didn't realize it, you know. And I say that because that has happened to me. But thank God, my door was locked. And I think I mentioned that to y'all before, a while ago, that I was sitting in my living room on the couch, and I could hear a young lady on the phone, and she was talking to somebody that lived in this building that lived up above me. I don't know on which side, you know, I don't know if it's directly above me or across above and across, or one up, I don't know, or another up. But she was talking to them, and I guess they had told her, yeah, come on, the door's unlocked, we all hear something. Because you can hear the conversation she's having. She's like, I'm here now, I'm in the building now. Which one? And she's like, okay, I think I'm on the right floor now. And then I'm hearing her turn my knob. She's trying to get in. And I didn't say nothing. I just sat there because one of my door was locked too. I'm listening. I had to try to wipe that screen off, the board off. But I didn't say anything because I'm hearing her conversation, so I clearly knew that she just was at the wrong place. And you know, I can't even say, oh, it could have been a setup. No, I'm hearing the conversation, and I'm hearing that she turned. She don't know if I was in there or not because my TV was down real low. You can even hear it. And I turned it down because I'm hearing people talking. I was like trying to figure out myself what was going on. And you can hear her say, you sending me to the wrong, you know, she said, that's the wrong address. Oop. You can hear her go, oop. I mean, the wrong door. Oop. You know, so I can honestly say I don't think it was, you know, nothing intentional based off what I was hearing. And you can hear her go upstairs. And, you know, they got all loud and stuff. But I still couldn't tell it. I don't think it was directly above me. I think it was one over the one above me. Was the apartment. But yeah, just gotta be careful. Man, even in your own home, you know, people feel like they're entitled to come into your space, and then you got some they so out of it that they honestly thinking that it's their place, or you know, something like that. You can tell by the faces that they have. You know, one guy was so out of it. He was on these people's front porch, and he was just jumping up and down and clapping. His mouth was open, and he kept leaning and swagging and legs buckling, but he never failed. I was like, I don't know how people on them drugs do it. They be swaying and swinging, and they never fall. Some of them eyes be closed. They don't fall. I was like, Lord, that's who they need to put on the front line in the war. You'll never hit them. And they move too much. And if you do hit them, they're not falling. You know, that's who need to go on the front line. Let them fight for their country. Or room and board, you know. So guys, I just finished the dishes. It wasn't much. I just had a little bit. My coffee cup from this morning and from yesterday. Plates. 1, 2, 3 plates. That's it. So, I'm cleaning this fish now. And as you can see, it's only 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. And I'm gonna cut them in half. They're gonna be 2. Well, actually not even, because this one is just 1. It's too small to be in half. So 1. This one will be 2. Almost like fish sticks, to be honest with you, but they're not very big. And if I'm cutting them in half, see, you got 2. They're like fish sticks. But this is what I'm cooking tonight. Probably should have did both, but I just didn't want to. I feel like this should be enough. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, this should be enough. 9 pieces. And I think I'll just do some rice with it. I really don't feel like doing much enough now. But yeah, these doggone things break so easy. It's so super soft. I may have to open another pack. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, guys. So I figured I would invite you guys with me to hang out with me as I cook, right? I think this will be my second cook with me video of 2025. So I figured why not hang out with you guys while I am cooking. So hopefully the video will contact soon. Hopefully I'll be done when he calls, or before he calls. Let's see. I'm just gonna lay this fish down on this plate because I want it to. I'm gonna dap it dry a bit, and then I'll put my seasonings. I did go to the dollar store and get some flour. There was so many people out, man. But yeah, I got in. Thank God they opened up a second lane. I got in. I was standing behind a cop. Funny how they just be parking any old kind of way, anywhere, go to the store and do what they want to do. But let that be a civilian out there parking like they doing. They get pulled over or something, written a ticket or a warning, doing the same thing they doing. I told him when I was taking him to work the other day in the morning, when you go down Madison by the high school, Proviso, right? Then the waterworks or whatever company over there, you have to do 25, the speed limit, because you have deer that come out in the street, you got kids and all of that. And so if you go above it, that thing flashes with your speed limit. So I always try to stay in that area, 25 and under. I was like, Mom, you can get pulled over for going too slow too. I'm like, I'm not going that slow. He said it ain't even registering you going slow. But yeah, he was like, blah blah blah. So yeah, what's today? Saturday. I think it was Wednesday. No, Thursday. It was Thursday. No, Friday morning. No, it was Thursday. It was Thursday. I took him, and it was a cop to the left of us. First he was behind us, and then he was on the left. And he was going so fast, and I told Lavelle, I said, that's crazy. That cop was going super fast, and it didn't even monitor. I didn't see it monitor. Lavelle said yesterday it showed he was going 40. I was like, wow. Because Mazda said 26, and then I slowed down, it was 25. I was like, I didn't even see it do anything for the cop. I said, that's crazy. They can do what they want. But I was like, no, it did. It monitored. It showed it. I was like, wow, I didn't see it. I truly, honestly didn't see it. So my fish, y'all, I'm seasoning my fish. I put salt, pepper. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder. And I'm just doing one side. And then, you know, kind of mix it in. Put the salt up. And I'm going to do some in the flour. I'm going to do the chili powder and the garlic powder. I went and got flour. I forgot to get baking soda, but it's alright. I'm going to use this. Yeah, I'm out of baking soda. I don't worry about it. And out of eggs, but I don't really need that. Yeah, so a helper would be nice. But if you don't worry about it. Use what you have, right? So, oh, that's too small. Hold on, y'all. For the top. The lid. That's too small. Why is the lid? Well, I can't find it. So, I was looking for the lid to this so I can put the fish in there and shake it up. But now that I think about it, it's not going to do anything anyway except break up. Because the fish is so easily breakable. I'm going to go ahead and rub my water so I can get the rice going. And this is where I should have my gloves. I'm just too lazy to go get them. I usually keep some in a drawer, but I used them all and I didn't replace them. I'm going to use mustard. And this is new, now that I think it. Remember, this is a new bottle. Use some mustard. Okay. Alright, that one's cool. Get the rice on, the flour, I don't need that much. Normally, like I said, I would be adding baking powder, but I don't have baking powder. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put some chili powder, and some garlic powder in my batter. Okay, shake that up a little bit. Okay, let me put this pot on. My little oil. My pot is starting to tear up the nonstick. Can I use all of this a little bit? Okay. Alright, so my stove's on, my eyes on the pot. So next, what I'm going to do, go ahead and dry this off. Okay, put it over in there. Yeah. And And you want to try to do this. You want it to be as dry as possible. Get rid of as much water from your fish as you can, which you can see I did not do very well. That is definitely what you want to do. I could have gotten rid of some of that water. But this mustard will help too, help it stick. Really good. You don't want to put too much in your pan. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. I think y'all seen me cook fish before, and every time I do it, I do something different, you know. So I'm always trying different stuff. And then too, I also just use whatever I have. You know, if I have what I need to do it one way, I'll do it that way. If I have what I need to do it a different way, I'll do it that way. You know, it just depends. Ooh, it's getting hot in this kitchen. Okay. First three. I think I can get 3 in there and this small one, 4 comfortably without it being overcrowded. Okay. Got my oil up high. Of course, I will turn it down. Yeah, it's not quite ready, as you can see. Alright. It's getting there. Then make sure you shake off the excess flour. And lay it flat. With ice. You can also use hot sauce to season your batter to give a good flavor too. Just so you guys know, you can.
That one didn't want to turn over right away. I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. Lord Jesus. Always going to be one that don't want to put it right. Right. I always wash my rice off after the fact. I used to wash it beforehand, but sometimes I do just like I did there and rinse it out later, off later. Whichever is best for you, I really doesn't matter. As long as you clean it. Get that excess starch and stuff off.
Yeah, this heat got it hard for me to breathe. But I'm done. I have the buttery rice with salt. Here's my fish. Very crunchy. So good, so crunchy. Y'all hear that? So good. So good. So freaking good. What I usually do after my fish is done, I was contemplating on making cheesy garlic bread. I just didn't feel like it. I got super hot. I gotta come out of this t-shirt, this sweater. I usually take this ranch and I sprinkle it over. It is so good. So good. Y'all should try it. I know y'all be thinking, huh? Try it to see. It's so crispy. It ain't burnt. Uh-oh. Did they take the water? Ooh, okay. Oh, as y'all can see, my kitchen clean. I clean as I go. Kitchen clean. Eyes, everything are off. Ooh, it's hot. You know what? I'm finna sit in the living room. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, guys, I'm back. So, as you saw, food is done, and it's still plugged up. I don't know why that boy keep unplugging stuff. It's so annoying. I'm sitting here in the living room. As you can see, the light is not good at all. It's a little dark out. Y'all know I should sit here with y'all and talk in the window while I drink my coffee. I haven't done that in a while, right? So I figure I sit here and I open the window. There's a Dorito on the windowsill and the top. So obviously I got to put that in the garbage. They ain't no telling how long it's been there. I was going to plug this light up so y'all can see me a little bit better, but as I think about it, how long am I even about to sit here, you know? I mean, run my mouth. Not long, because I'm not just gonna sit and run my mouth for no long period of time like I've done already. Let's see. Okay, so the other bulbs must have blown. Okay, I do have some more bulbs I'll put in there. I'll put in there. Just not right now at the moment. I'm tired. I think I'm gonna sit here, find me a good movie to watch, a good picture. It's 2:10. Jeremiah said Lavelle so that he gets off at 4. And I don't be 100% sure with Lavelle because sometimes he sounds like he don't know what his hours are. I know things change depending on, if somebody takes off and so on and so forth, or how busy they get. I know that's a possibility. So I just didn't want to fall asleep in case I'm the one that has to go and get him. But I think I am going to. It's 2:11. Maybe take a nap. If I can. If I can't, no biggie. I'm just going to rest my head, my brain. Maybe do some meditation and prayer. I may come back and talk to y'all a little bit later and get a chapter in, read a chapter with you guys and go over it. And then toward the end of the day, maybe get some meditation and some stretches in before I go to bed. I keep saying I should have donated today. I haven't donated in so long, but I just couldn't make myself go, because I had stopped doing it for so long. It's not like before. It was just second nature. Now I have to really push myself to go. And then too, by me not having my own vehicle at the time, with my own vehicle I can just get up and go when I want to, but when it's only one vehicle in the house and it's not yours, and everybody has a schedule, everybody's doing and going, it's kind of hard for me to schedule to go, especially when I'm so undecisive, So I don't know. But guys, yeah, I have decided, like I said, I am going to go ahead and try to do some overtime. 2 days out of the week, maybe 3. Maybe I'll try Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Obviously not this Monday, like I said. So probably Tuesday and Wednesday I'll do it. After work for, just 2 hours. Just 2 hours. Like, I want to say 1 hour to be honest with you, but man, overtime, when you look at your check, you be like, yes, this is worth it. Seriously, it's worth it because it's time and a half. You know what I'm saying? It's time and a freaking half. So, it's like, can I do this? Maybe it'll slow down. You know what I'm saying? Maybe my calls won't come as fast or as much. But this is open enrollment season, so yeah. But I can use that overtime for sure. I can definitely use that freaking overtime. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. Like I said, I prayed about it. I'm just going to just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. But yeah, Monday I am looking forward to, and maybe even tomorrow, trying to work a little harder on my peace, my health, and just getting some goals done, reaching some goals, writing down my goals, and bringing them to pass, right? But the first step for me is going to be to write them down, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go no further than that. And the reason why I said that is because I first need to see things through. Once I see it through, I'll talk to y'all about it, and we can kind of go through some of it together, because I know I'm not the only one out there that's, that need to get some things in order. Especially the weight. I know I'm not the only one, But yeah, those are some of my plans and ideas. And you're probably saying, what plan or idea? You didn't really say nothing. I think the fact that I said I'm going to be working on my weight, working on my health, working on my peace, that says enough. That says more than enough. Seriously. But yeah, I think also as far as my head is concerned, y'all, I'm not going to be bothered with it at all. I'm just going to leave it just like this. At night, I will braid it up. In the morning, take it down. I'm just going to leave it like this. I did, like I said, cut some of it. Obviously, as you see, it's not even 100%, but it's fine. It don't have to be perfect. It doesn't matter. I'm staying in the house. I'm not going anywhere, and it is what it is. You like what you see or you don't. It's nothing I can do about your opinion and how you feel. You're entitled to that. If you have any comments or suggestions, by all means, I welcome them. Put them in there. Negative or positive is your opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's your opinion. I can't knock you for your opinion. Everything isn't for everyone. I may not be your cup of tea. That's understandable. I understand, But yeah, I think starting Monday, I'm just going to have my cup of coffee in the morning. I'll try not to put too much creamer in it, so that it's not too sweet, hence bad for you. Black coffee is better for you. But I can't do it. Me and black coffee, as y'all know, we don't have a relationship. So, I like yellow. We're going to make it yellow, but not super, super yellow. Maybe beige. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy my cup of coffee in the morning. I'm only going to have one cup, not two. Even if I have to heat that cup up multiple times, if I don't finish it all, I will finish that cup. That's it. I will try to not eat as much. Like if I'm not hungry, don't eat. And a lot of times I'm not hungry, I'm just eating because there's this on my mind or whatever, and I need to stop doing that. Some people stress eat, some people worry eat. Some people use eating to medicate. I don't want to be any of those. And if I've been doing it, and I probably have, like the stress and all of that, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. I used to go 3 days without eating, and I wasn't doing it on purpose. I really was not doing it intentionally. I was not hungry, But lately, I just been, like, my throat been hungry. For those of you all know, y'all know. But yeah, I'm not gonna just constantly eat if I'm not hungry. So yeah, like I said, and I do have my nuts and things in there that I've been nibbling on here and there. That's what I'm going to continue to try to do. Eat more carrots. Drink more water. And to be honest with you, had I been drinking more water, I probably would have went and donated. But because I have not been drinking water, why waste my time and theirs, right? No. And then I'm out of iron pills too. Last time I went to the dollar store, they didn't have any. So, yeah, I'm going to just next week, I'm going to give it a week, work on some things, get my studying in, and my prayer, and just get things in order, and I'll probably work on that stuff tomorrow. Just getting my list ready so that I can start checking it off. You know, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, first thing is, just, yeah, period. I'm just gonna do it. I'm not even gonna keep talking about it. I'm not gonna put it out there, because sometimes when you put things out there, it is for all ears to hear, right? Demons, whatever, and because the devil can hear your prayers too now. When you're praying out loud, he hears, and he knows what you need and what you desire most and all of that, and he'll send it to you. He'll send it to you just to trip you up, right? And so you want to be very, very careful, very careful, very careful, very mindful, because you don't want to be tricked. You don't want to deal with trickery and foolery. You just don't want to. I will never forget, and I mentioned it many times since we had that Sunday school talking about the upside down kingdom, and there's just so much and so many situations and things that are just upside down. It's just downright backwards and wrong. Almost so much so till it seems right. Have you ever dealt with or witnessed or watched something that's so wrong it almost seemed right, if that makes sense? And what I mean by that, it almost seems okay. And what I mean by that is, I was watching YouTuber that I like to watch, and her name is, I told y'all about her before, Brandy, oh God, I forget her last name. And one of my sons was like, "Mommy, why you keep watching these trans people, whatever?" And I was like, because I actually like watching her channel. Like, I actually like watching her. She seems very nice. And yes, people can be very manipulative, and on camera they can be nice, and off camera they can be something totally different, right? That's with anybody. But I like her, and I try not to judge people. It's not for me to judge. It's for me to love, and that's it. I'm here to love and treat people the way God would, and at the end of the day, it's between them and God. If God says, yes, this person has strayed from the path that I set out for them, I didn't put you here as this, I put you here as that, and you decided to do this, that, and other, that's between them and God. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is just my opinion, and I've asked a couple of people what they think, and so on and so forth, and that's why I said I do have to get in my word even more. But I think that God forgives, God loves, right? We know that God is a forgiving God. We know that God is a merciful God. We know that God has blessed us with grace and peace and with the Holy Spirit, right? And for those of us who have the Holy Spirit, that Holy Spirit, the more you feed that spirit, the stronger it becomes, like your flesh, right? And you can hear it more as it tells you right from wrong, right? Like your conscience, you know when something just ain't right, it's not right. So I just feel like it's between them and God. I'm just gonna love no matter what. I'm gonna treat you no different, because you have feelings too. They may be a little messed up, if that's what you feel like, but what I don't know. I just don't. If a person doesn't give me a reason to dislike you or a reason to distance myself, why do it? And like I said, I don't sit up and talk about and gossip about people. I try never to do that. I am not perfect, but I try most definitely never to do that. I don't try not to put my mouth on nobody, to judge nobody, because again, it is not my position. It is not my job. It is not for me to judge. That is God's position. I am not God. I can't even go directly to God. I have to go through Jesus. So Jesus loves us. You know what I'm saying? And if Jesus loves everybody, and I believe even trans, because I believe it's your soul that he loves. It's your spirit that he loves. Your heart that he loves. Your intentions. How you treat other people. It's what's most important. If you're not out here being horrible and treating people like crap and just doing terrible and horrible things and thinking, because thinking it is just as bad as doing it. Because if you think about it enough, you will do it. And so having said that, if you have someone out there that's just doing none of those things, they're just being beautiful people as best as they can, who am I to put my mouth on you? Who am I to judge you? And again, I believe that God sees that and he knows it. You know, and I believe if God has a problem with your decisions, he's going to let you know it. He's going to let you know. If he's not happy with you or satisfied, I truly believe he's going to... Yeah, I'm trying to... Ooh, I think I broke my nail trying to take this dang fingernail off. Crazy. When you first put them on, the bad boys didn't want to stay on. Now you can't get them off. Yeah. I mean, they on here. But because they was raising up and, you know, keep pulling my hair... I was trying to take it off. Okay, but I'll get that later. Anyway, guys, that's it. I've been talking to y'all for a minute. It's already 2:25. Dinner done. I did check out the other bag of fish, though, just in case they go through that first bag pretty quick, because there really wasn't a lot in there. Then I'll make some more. But if not, I'll just leave it out, season it, put it in the refrigerator, and it'll be for tomorrow's dinner. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and find me a good picture to watch. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit later in the day. Bye now.